I just want to welcome you all to our Monday night Dream Team broadcast. We just want to be here to share everything we do with DS Domination and just let everyone know how much fun we have with the Dream Team. What a big family we are. And I have firsthand experience just even from the last 15 minutes of how big and tight a family we are. Every Monday night we get together and we share our experiences, we talk about our successes, and I can tell that my computer is dragging, so I apologize. Bear with me. We have a wonderful panel tonight. We've got Carla, Charlie, Keith, Michael, Offie, and myself, and I hope I pronounced everyone's name and got it all right, because some of these people, I mean, we live everywhere, but we've become close, and some people I've met, and some people I've yet to meet and cannot wait to meet. But at this point, just kind of like to go down the row and share each story, and then I'll come back to myself and tell you a little bit about what I've been doing with DS Domination. So, Charlie, I'm going to give you the honors of starting first.
Me? I thought we had all agreed that Carla would start.
Ladies first.
All right, I'll get started then. I got started way back when in a network marketing company that sold soap. That is still in business today, but made very little money at it. And I've been in I don't know how many different organizations. But DSD is the first one that I have really consistently made money at. And I'm going to let you know right now that I'm a member of AAA, which is Aged Alzheimer's Association. So as I was walking up the road this evening to walk my dog, I was thinking about all the things, all the reasons why I joined DSD, why I am still in DSD, and things that I thought were excellent about DSD. So I made some notes, and I'm just going to go off those notes. First of all, you might want to write these down because I got 10 points.
Wait a minute, this could be an all-night thing.
No, it's not. I'm only going to be a cotton pick in 60 seconds, okay?
Okay.
All right. Start the timer.
All right. You're in my black book, Keith. Right. First point to remember about DSD, it's only $19.95. That's not a lot of money. Anybody can come up with this amount of money. Number two, it's very simple to get started. If you don't know how to copy and paste on a computer, we can teach you. Control-C, Control-V, and Enter is all you need to know. That's 101 stuff. Number three, this is a bootstrap company. You are only paying $19.95 for training. You're not buying a position, a place in the universe, and you are definitely not buying any product which you're going to have to store in your garage or under your bed. Number four. See, I'm going fast, Judy. I'm going real fast. We're going to get to 10 quick.
Number four. Sure are.
Because you are starting small, you have lots of room to advance. Unlike some companies where you have to wait until somebody dies so you can move up, or you just get passed over a promotion, in DSD you can advance when you want to and how fast you want to. That is because in DSD you are not caught in a web or a matrix or a 3x3 line where somebody else has to build before you can profit. Number 5, you are not getting into something that is a financial risk. If you spend 30 days and follow the instruction to a T, you will make your $20 back. You are not going to end up with a garage full of, well, I'll say stuff. Number 6, tax benefits. You will get loads of tax benefits. If you start a home business and you treat it like a business and you work it like a business and you don't make even 1 penny profit, you will still get your initial investment back tenfold over and much more. The government gives you tax benefits just like they do big corporations. If you want to know more about this, Judy is an expert. She did a video on it. Number 7. Best thing about DSD is it's just getting better and better. And I think, I don't know how long everybody's been on this panel, but I think all of us here will agree with me. If you sign up tonight in Pro for $19.95, you are just seeing the tip of the iceberg of a huge money business program. And every time that we think, those of us that have been in it for 6 months to a year, every time that we think we've heard the latest and the greatest, we get totally blown away by something new, like the contest that started today. Wow. How many in that contest? Hey, look at that. All right. All right.
In the house.
Number 8. The leadership in this program, DSD, is like no other. Roger, Kevin, and Hitesh. They are generous beyond belief. They are real people and super smart. Correct me if I'm wrong, but my impression is that the 3 of them are teaming up to see how many people they can make unbelievably financially wealthy. So join our convoy tonight. You don't even need a CB radio, but to be on Facebook helps. I can guarantee you that. Number 9. See, we're almost to 10, Judy. Don't get panicked. The people in DSD program are the best. Most of them are like me. They spend a lot of money in other programs with little or no returns. Most were ready to give up on network marketing, multi-level programs, or online marketing scams. Then they found DSD, and their dreams came alive. They got on their computers and started their business. They are seeing real, tangible results. Their bank accounts are the real proof of those results. Equality, that's number 10. It doesn't matter if you're a woman, a man, a young person like Keith, or an old person. How old are you, Michael? Anyway, you have
moving on.
You have the same opportunity to work your way to financial wealth. This company is the true American dream. The harder you work, the more money you make. So everybody is treated as friends and family. Now, in anything, there's the pros and cons. The pros of DSD. You have the opportunity to start a real money-making business. You can do it with just a $19 $1995 investment.
Okay.
You don't have to purchase inventory. You don't have to hire employees. You don't have to pay rent on a building. You don't have to pay upkeep or insurance or all the other fees and expenses a regular business owner worries about. You are free just to make a profit. ESD is a numbers game. There is no mystery or magic to it. Let me ask you a simple question. How much profit do you want to make? Write that number down now. Now, like everything I know you're believing, there's cons and there's a catch. So I'm going to give you some points to seriously think about before joining. I'm going to be real frank and honest. DSD is not a pie-in-the-sky program. If you pay $1995 tonight, money will not automatically start falling into your bank account. You will not get filthy rich overnight. The truth, ESD is the only program that I know of that if you work, you can become financially independent. Notice I said work. There are a couple other organizations that will give you this opportunity, but you have to talk to people, approach strangers, throw parties, go belly to belly with another human, and sell them something. This is hard for a lot of people to do, but with DSD, if you can copy and paste, follow the training, and you may have to go over the training several times, as most of the successful people in DSD have, then you can start your financial empire. It will not be easy. It will require work. You will have to be consistent. You will have to be dedicated. You will have to treat this as a business. You will be your own boss, but you will also be the employee. In your regular job, if you have one, if you don't show up, and you're late all the time, and if you're complacent or untrainable, you'll get a pink slip fast. Same as in DSD. You have to be teachable, you have to work hard, you have to set your goals. Then you will find DSD to be financially very rewarding. And I have heard so many people who have joined DSD say they have paid off their credit cards, they have gotten out of debt, and they have bought items they couldn't afford before, and only and just because they put down $19.95, listened to the training, and started to work, and are continuing to work building a solid financial empire. Now remember, this is not overnight, but it's the quickest way to do it that I know of. We think we have everything now, but you can bet that DSD is coming out with more programs so that everyone can make money with multiple streams of income. Online marketing is in its infancy. It's just getting bigger and bigger. All right, Judy, I have one last question. Are you in or out?
Well, you know where I am.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Dancing my way in.
Keith, how about you tell us your story? I know a little bit about you. I know that you like to write some computer programs and do a little bit in the background there.
I wouldn't necessarily say computer programs. I dabble a little bit in making images and stuff like that are needed. But programs, no, I'll stay away from that. That's too much code work.
Okay.
I don't know a little bit about me. My mother and I, we both do this. We started back in, I want to say October, so we've been in this for longer than a year. And when Charles says that, you know, every day there's a new thing that's coming out, or not necessarily every day, but pretty close to it, he's right. I mean, it's getting easier and easier and easier for us to be able to follow the products that we're selling, to even just finding the products. That's a huge, I guess I'd like to say maybe crutch, but not necessarily a crutch because it's helpful. You know, I personally still work a full-time job. The benefits of the job that I have are well worth staying for, so I'm kind of sticking with it. But I work as much as I possibly can with DSD. We are making, you know, we are making profits with everything that we sell. We have several stores, so I mean, it's definitely worth getting into. Sorry,
Are
I'm
you
looking at
having
the chat.
fun with it?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, when is it that you can just kind of get up, come over to the computer, and go, what am I going to sell today? Well, let's pick a color, and as Roger always says, blue. Usually blue Amazon or whatever. He goes in and he finds a product, and it'll be up, and he'll have it listed within 5-10 minutes, and on to the next thing he goes. I mean, you literally have the sky's the limit.
And that's the cool thing about DS domination, is it is not rocket science. And for those people that can devote 100% of their time, they can make a full-time living with DS domination. Many people have built up to working full-time with DS domination. Some others are in that process. I know myself, I have a full-time job, but that pays my bills. DS domination is my retirement plan.
Same here.
It is my retirement plan. And my retirement could be coming a whole lot quicker than I was ever thinking about. So I'm pretty excited about it. So,
Okay.
Michael, you're pretty new, I think, with DS domination. So please tell us your story. I think you were telling me just a little bit before we went on air that you really got tired of chasing shiny objects and people telling you that you were going to make money at this and that and this and that, and it's not coming through. So tell us more.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a little bit about. I've been in the industry for about a year, and I was just hopping to different companies and stuff like all this year, and I would build it up, and then their merchant account will get suspended or stop, and then I don't get paid, and I have to start all over, and I jump somewhere else, and it's about the same thing happened. The retention rate is low, and it's like. I was getting burnt out of it, but the whole time I was jumping around, I seen DSD in the background, and I seen people just their income just raising every month, like doubling pretty much every month. The people that was like real consistent with it and stuff. So I joined DSD like a year ago, and close to a year ago around December. But at the time, I was working in the oil field, and I was working over 100 hours a week, and I couldn't fulfill my orders. So I had to quit it. I had to quit DS Domination because I didn't want eBay to shut down my account. So, so I was always just watching people in DSD and stuff like that. In August of this year, my goal was to, do this full time and quit my 9 to 5, but that didn't happen. And I was really, in a stagnant place and stuff like that, and then I, start to think about DSD again. So I took another position in the oil field where I could work 70 to 80 hours a week instead of over 100, and they gave me like I guess 20 more hours to do this, so I could fulfill the orders. And that's when I joined Tommy. Tommy is my sponsor. He just gave me a blueprint pretty much, and I just followed the blueprint. And after I listed about 20 items, I got my first sale. It was a back-to-back sale, cha-ching. And then I was like, I knew it would work. And I knew it would work, but I was just so excited. And then I just kept listing, and pretty much every other day I get a sale, I get a cha-ching and stuff like that. So I know results will vary. It depends on your work ethic, but if you put in the work, you will get the cha-chings and everything like that. So I'm just trying to list and max out, and just keep trying to double my listings and my results. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I actually I love this company because it's not a company that's real hyped up and things like that. It's just a company that shows people how to make some money. It's not going to tell you you're going to make $1 million, in a month or something like that. It's just to give you the honest, they just being honest with you to tell you how you can, to get you to make some extra money, and it's just a great company. So glad to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. We're glad to have you back. Really glad to have you back.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Our Latin American.
Yes, sí, así es.
So, I know you are killing it.
Same as you guys. Thank you. Well, it's an honor, first of all, being here with you all. Thank you for having me and seeing new faces, Charles and Carla, I guess. Yes, Keith and Michael. Well, my story, I'm a single mom. Same as Michael, I've been in the industry or trying to make money online for quite a few years now. But it wasn't until I was introduced to the examination, like Keith. I started in October last year. And at the beginning, I didn't want to do it because, I was burned out from all these other companies. I was in a company at the time. I was making no money at all. And I had to, talk to a lot of people and convince them to join me. You know how that goes. So, but then I told my boyfriend, because he introduced me to this. I told him, okay, I'm gonna try it, but I'm not gonna do any. I don't want to talk to people, any affiliate, nothing like that. So I just focused on the eBay side, and oh my gosh, it was funny because after a few days, I started to have my sales. I had my first sale, then the other one, and another one. And short story, 8 months in, I was able to quit my job of 8 years. So now I'm doing this full time, and it's been, a life changing because I always wanted to stay home with my son and, teach him and spend as much time with him as I could. And thanks to the examination, I was able to do it. So I love my job. I was a nanny, and I love the family. I mean, they're like family for me. But I was like, I have to make a decision. This is something that I've always wanted, and now that I'm able to do it, so I'm just gonna go for it, and I did. And it's been a journey. It's been amazing. The team, the support, everything is easy. You don't have to know much about computers, or you don't have to, know about selling on eBay. Nothing, because I never sold anything on eBay. I thought it was just to buy stuff, And then I realized that I could sell stuff, so I started doing that. Now I'm doing Amazon too, and it's just amazing. Now we have our Latino group, which it's growing as well, and it's just it's scaling and scaling, and it's amazing to see how people from everywhere and anywhere can do this. Many of my team members, they don't speak English at all, and still they do it. They're having success. because it's so easy that you can do it. Anybody can do it, you know. Even my son helps me to sell on eBay. He has his account, and you know, I help him. But it's just this is a family business. If you want to try like that, and it's your business, you have to try like your business, not like your hobby. If you really want to do, you know, make things happen, you have to work towards it. You have to, you know, you're gonna face some challenges, but it's good because you're gonna grow and you're gonna learn from that and keep growing. So yeah, it's just amazing. It's great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, you mentioned that you're also selling on Amazon, and that is something that I do want to point out. With DS domination, there are different income stream opportunities. The first is selling on eBay, and that money, if you sell on eBay, any money you make comes to you. You don't have to share that with anyone. So you pay your $19.95 for training, and any money you make on eBay is yours. That is such a foreign concept to any internet marketing opportunity that I've ever seen. That you know, anyone listening to this, I hope you also can understand that. The other thing that comes about is Roger has some training, some advanced training to, well, there's a couple of different levels of training, but he's recently come out with training to also have you sell on Amazon. This works a little bit different in that you can do it without holding inventory, or you actually can become an importer. But Roger gives you specific training so that you are protected the entire step, you know, through the process. And then the third income stream is actually through sharing the training methods, and the DS domination process does pay a referral fee for sharing and building your teams. So there are multiple different ways to earn an income with DS domination. So anyway, Miss Carla, you wanted to go last.
Well, I had somewhat of a, my son's up in Seattle, so he had a little traffic, so I was hoping he and his girlfriend would catch the Hangout tonight, so I had, it'd be cool. Anyways, but thank you guys. That was the little inside joke that Charlie mentioned about my wanting to go first. Just giving a chance for my Seattle folks and for my team member up in Lake Stevens, Diane, and then I have another new team member. Just, I mean, you know, this has just been, wow, sometimes I get overwhelmed with everything happening. And first of all, my name is Carla Karam. I'm in El Paso, Texas. I'm married to a wonderful guy. Been married 12 years. We have a daughter who's 8, and she's got this little thing called Asperger's, and I homeschool her.
Guys, I have to step in. I met Miss Carla in Las Vegas at the DSD convention, and this lady is just awesome. I fell in love with her. She is just the coolest lady. So anyway, go ahead, Miss Carla.
Oh, that's just so sweet for you to say. That's just so sweet. Judy, I know, it was just great meeting you. And when I heard that you were
We had
facilitating tonight's
fun.
hangout, I got totally excited. So that's way, way cool. And getting a chance to meet other, partners in the business, sort of speak. We're more team, we're like a
Family,
motivating, encouraging team, I would say, you know?
like
Um,
family.
We
we
are.
kind of
This is
cross paths out there that much. We keep an eye and we make sure we don't step on anyone's toes. And um, but it that was I lost my train of thought there. Sorry, guys. Anyways, DSD has given me an opportunity to stay at home and help my husband bring his stress level a little bit down about making ends meet and everything, especially when I have we have an 8-year-old with Asperger's. I kind of started mentioning that I homeschool her. So I homeschool during the day and I DSD at night. Just do whatever we have to do. And, like we were sharing before, it's to be able to stay at home and deal with your kids, and then my daughter Callie, she made a cha-ching dance. So every time we hear the cha-ching go off, she does her little jig that she does, and it's quite cool. And it's really opened up doors for us in that sense. And just like everybody's kind of touched a little bit, DSD, you're going to get out of it what you put into it.
Absolutely.
And I've tested that all the time, and because sometimes we have tough days with Asperger's, it's really challenging, and so I'm not able to put in that time that I would really, really like to. However, with the hours that I do put in, we do have some money rolling in, some things, and now we've kind of made provisions for the Christmas contest that I'm so excited about. That's so cool. And in the Christmas shopping season, so I have my in-laws and my husband pitching in a little bit more so I can put in the little extra time and see a little bit more profit here so we can have a Christmas. I do want to touch on something. People mentioned being a part of other companies online or even MLMs and everything. We have the different branches that we can make money from here on DSD. Sometimes I'm having bad days and I don't want to talk to anybody. And the fact that we don't have to recruit, it's not mandatory for us to have a quota or anything like that. I'm able to share my video when I can, and when I can't, I don't, or make new ones or what have you. But I focus on the eBay side of it. We have the affiliate side where we share, and there's some people, wow, there's some of our team members which is so crazy awesome with the way that they do their telemarketing and their marketing with their videos. I mean, there's Carly J and Trent, one of our leaders, and Kenya, and my gosh, I can go on and on with everybody and how talented they are. There really is a talent to that. So right now I'm just having a great time, and this I mean, come on, Control C, Control V, change a little, do a little this, and then the tools that we're provided with the magic of Hitesh and his fingers and his, wow, gosh, a day in the mind of Hitesh. Can you just imagine that? What the tools that they give us to do our work, it just gets better and better. I've only been on board since March, and I gave myself 6 months, and I was so hesitant to spend that first $20, and within the first week I made that $20 and then some. So you think I would learn. Once in a while I overthink a decision, and what happens there is I lose money because I just decide, one of our tools, I just now decided to use it. I was kind of hesitant about the extra time involved. There's no extra time in this tools. It's crazy. You think I would learn by now. It's just wonderful. It just gets better and better. I started to say I gave myself 6 months in, and That was back in March. I'm beyond my 6 months. So in any other business that I've been in, I really have not been as successful that I have been with DS Domination. It's really it's been an honor being here, invited to be on here with you guys and to share my story. It's great for stay-at-home parents, parents with kids with special needs. You know, I make it work. A second job, your retirement fund, you know, or you're bored, or wow, quitting your day job. Way to go! Way to go! My hat is off to all of you guys. I'm excited for you all. I'm trying not to get emotional. I tend to get emotional once in a while. I just get excited for everybody's and everyone's success. And thanks to Roger and Kevin and Hitesh for sharing their geniuses with us. And you're right. I think they're on a mission to see how many people they could really to help, because they sure are helping us. They sure are helping us. So thank you again for having me be on tonight, Judy, and sharing with you all, and meeting you all for the first time too. Thank you.
That's you mentioned it, Carla, with the owners of DS Domination, and Charlie brought it up too. Their biggest goal, really and truly, is to help each and every one of us achieve our goals. And they leave it up to us to choose what our personal goals are. They don't push us to buy the next product. They don't push us to meet quotas. It's you choose the level of involvement that suits you and your lifestyle. And for some people it is a part-time thing. For others it's a full-time, and for others it's mega money, but it's whatever works for you. And the owners of the company, to me, are the most generous men that I've probably run into in the business world. I've worked in the corporate world for many years, as well as the internet world for a little while, and these guys are just awesome. Cannot say anything, but good things about them. So, but any last words that any of you guys want to say? My story. Yes, ma'am, Miss Carla.
Well, it's $20. You go to McDonald's, or by the way, McDonald's isn't very healthy, but I won't go there. You go to any fast food place, and gosh, I don't even think $20 buys a meal for 2 or 3 people. Honestly, I hesitated. I sat on it and sat on it just because I had been burned so many times, or I got bored because I saw it wasn't going anywhere, or it wasn't for me, or pushing to recruit, or pushing to sell, or cold calling, or none of that. We go at our own pace, and I mean, just $20. Worst case, you make your $20 back in a week, and you don't do it. But I haven't looked back, and these guys are honest. They pay it forward. Our team is super supportive. They're really, this is really healthy competition if you think about it. We really don't. We respect one another. We the company pushes on good ethics, good morals, and as I do, as I believe in, you know, and I'm sure as all of you believe in. So, you know, this is really healthy, and what do? We encourage each other. We motivate each other. If our if our leader's not around, there's somebody else that just, you know, might have the answer, or you know, just it's going to be the best $20 you've ever spent. And
I have to agree there.
you know, it's the best $20 I've ever spent. My 6-month time limit has been here and gone already. I'm still in here. I'm still working. I'm still making money. Sometimes it's a part-time day. Sometimes it's a full-time day. It's whatever you can put into it, especially if you know you're staying at home, or you know you make it work. You know, the time blocking Asperger's versus time blocking Asperger's wins out. It doesn't work for me. However, we make it work. Yes, many nights I'm shutting down at 2 or 3 in the morning. You know, I'm doing what it takes. You know, and if I want to see big results, I have to put in the work. They have given me a proven model that works. All I do is follow step 1, step 2, step 3, word by word, all the way to step 4, and that's the best top 10 list I've ever heard, Charlie, better than David Letterman's ever put out, I tell you.
It was pretty good.
I thought so. I agreed with every single point you made. I agreed with. So, you know, these people, you know, something might come out and you might think twice, can this be for real? Can this be for real? And you sit on it for a moment. I've hesitated again, but again and again, every single time I've hesitated, I've been proven wrong. I shouldn't have hesitated. They have not proven me right. They have not proven any of my doubts right. Every single time I've doubted them, they have surpassed. They've proven me wrong. So they meaning DSD. So there's no double thinking it. Control V, Control C, Control V, and you got it. You know, you got it down. And $20. You know, if that's all you have, it's going to be the best investment. You will see that money back. You will. So that's what I have to say.
I think the fun thing for me personally is I have done the eBay side of it. I have done the team building side of it, and I've done the Amazon side of it. And my computer has hung up a little bit, I think, but for me, I'm enjoying the Amazon side of it. So I think each person gets to pick what area they have the most fun with, and they get to perfect that. So that's the cool thing.
I agree. I
Can I
agree
say
100%.
something? Oh.
Go for it.
Anyway, anyone else last minute words?
Yeah, I wanted to say something.
Please.
You know how companies say this is the best time to, you know, be a part of an opportunity? This actually is
Yeah.
the best time to, you know, be a part of opportunity. This is like the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Black Friday is around the corner.
Yeah.
Christmas. This is an e-commerce company, so you know all that other stuff that's like hyped up. This is the best time. This is actually the real best time if you're going to start today, because it's just you're going to get so much success and so much, you know, cha-chings. I mean, if you put in the work, I have to say that, and it's crazy, you know. So that's all I can say, man. Like, do you want to be, you know, what side of the cash register you want to be on this time? Like, do you want to be paying for stuff, or you want to be, you know, the one that's, you know, putting stuff out there? So that's how I'm thinking about it.
Well, you made a good point, Michael. You made a very good point, Michael. The key word is you got to put in the work. You can't expect to just, you know, oh, okay, well, I did some work. It's gonna happen
It'll
any
get me
moment
by.
now, right? Where's my phone? Cha-ching, cha-ching. No, you got to work. You got to put that time in. Our team, our leaders go above and beyond. They give us tools. They give us self-growth tools, to help us. I mentioned time blocking. Kenya Alu, one of our leaders, put on a great webinar for time blocking to help those that time blocking may help. Again, Asperger's and time blocking don't even go well together. But they have given us tools on how to make 5-year goals. They have given us countless awesome webinars. So they go above and beyond. That's not it. That's for $19.95 a month to get these great the support that
Tools.
we get. It's just so well worth it. All it takes is a little good communication, and you got to put the time in. Though you are going to get out of it what you put into it. I can't stress that enough. It's just not gonna cha-ching on its own. It's not. You got to have a reason to do the cha-ching dance, and you got to do the work in order to do it, to get that cha-ching. So,
However, I will say, we've got one young lady on our team that I know yesterday got 17 cha-ching in one day.
wow.
Wowee.
Nice.
Yes,
That's awesome. Congratulations.
17. So, a little bit of work.
Can I say
Yeah,
something?
they had.
Please, go ahead, Charlie.
I just want to say that the cha-chings means profit, means money. But I think a lot of times people try to equate success with a certain amount of money. But in this case with Carla and Ophi, the fact that they can stay home with their children, you can't put a money amount on that. And that's something invaluable for them to be able to do. And because DSD is allowing them to do that, it's more than any amount of cha-chings or any amount of pocket profit or whatever. And that's what DSD is allowing a lot of mothers, single moms or single parents to do, is to work at home and to stay with their children. And spending time with your children and quality time, or helping them when they need it, as in Carla's case. No organization is going to be able to come up with the amount of money that you need, so that's invaluable. And I think it's just great that Carla and Ophi can stay home.
Thank you, Charles. I do believe so. Yes, thank you. It is a privilege because and a blessing, because I think many people out there can relate to Carla or to me, or I have other team members in my team who are single parents as well, and they are able now to stay home. We just have lady a few weeks ago. She quit her 3 jobs. She had 3 jobs, and she was able to quit 3 of them because of DS. So yeah, that's great, and many stories like that. We can see that, and it's awesome because it's hard to do it if you're not in the right place and with the right company, and you don't have the right tools to do it. But also, it depends on you. How bad do you want it? How bad do you really want it? What are you willing to do, or to compromise to make your dreams come true? The only person who's stopping you from doing whatever you want to do is yourself. So so it's just there. Do it. Take the action you need to take. I was spending money in things that I didn't need it, and that wasn't really taking me nowhere. So now it's like $20 is the best investment I've ever made so far, and it's getting me to stay home, quit my job, be with my son, and help others. That's great. I mean, helping others do the same. It's it's like the cherry on the cake, on top of the cake. That's a plus. So yeah. Thank you, Charles.
Anything else, Keith?
Well, and touching on the you get what you put into it, I've noticed a couple times that somebody will get into this and they'll put one listing up and then they'll sit.
Yeah.
And they'll wait. And they will, contact some, their
And they'll complain.
lines and going, I'm not making any sales. I have, I have an item listed. I'm not making any sales. And when you tell them you need to list more, and they ignore you, well, they ultimately will fail. But if you put into it more time, if you put into it the products, and think of it this way, it's the Christmas season. If you have kids, you have a wife, you have a daughter, you have a girlfriend, whatever, you can do your Christmas shopping while you're putting up your items at the same time. So it's two birds with one stone. You're really not missing out on anything.
That's a good point.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Really good. Really good. Well, I just I want to thank you all for taking your time out. And please, if you are watching this webinar and you were invited by one of these wonderful people that took their time tonight, please contact them and ask them, to get started, go back to them and ask them how to get started. I promise you, you won't regret spending the $19.95 to get started. This is the time of year to get going. It is just a wonderful program. And so with that, thank you again. Thank you for letting me be your host tonight. Anything else?
No, just God bless you all, guys.
God bless you
Y'all
too.
have yourself a wonderful night.
Talk to you guys
Good night, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.